Hi, good morning. So today I'm going to roast green beans. Like I have purchased some green beans from I Drink Coffee, and I'll be roasting this Mexican Altura. This is the 2-pound bags that I have. And how do I roast them? I have this Nesco roaster. So this can roast about 115 grams each time, and you can do like at one given point in time you can do like 3 times. That's the max they recommend. After that I think the inside element gets a bit too hot, so probably that's why they have a restriction on 3. I have roasted several times now, and I usually do in batches of 3s, so that gives me like about 350 grams of coffee, and it's really simple to use. So all you have is you have this shaft collector, and you have a measuring scoop, and usually the 20 mils mark 4 times if I add. That's about 115 grams of coffee beans, and I think that's it uses the air circulation. I'm not so sure how the mechanism is, but I just need to plug it in, and there's dark roast, medium roast, and cool down. So usually I do medium roast, and then when I use a first crack, then I just put it in cool down mode, and that way I find it does a pretty good job of roasting. So it's very simple again. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. I don't think you can see this, but yeah. And I won't be roasting it here because it will smoke a little bit, and I don't have the hood or circulation here. It doesn't smoke a lot. It is doable under the kitchen hood. No problems. It's not like crazy smoke, like a barbecue kind of smoke. It does smoke a little bit though, and it's doable under the kitchen, so no issues. So I will roast it, and I will edit later once I'm in the kitchen. Yeah. So what I've done is I've just plugged it in, and now I'm going to. Don't know whether you can see. There's the lights blinking, dark, medium, and cool down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it on medium, and that kind of triggers it. Now this is gonna be handheld, so it might be a little bit shaky. And I've got the hood, kitchen hood going as well. And I've selected medium, so that's the one that's blinking. And this is the beans which are rotating, and up is the shaft which is being collected. So make sure the lid is pretty much closed properly, and then it will take about 15 minutes. And yeah, it's coloring up nicely. It should be, the first crack should be pretty soon. I'll try to capture that as well. Okay, so I can hear the cracking, so I'm gonna put it in cool down mode. So yeah, I just pressed this button, cool down, and now it's in cool down mode. And like you can see, it doesn't smoke much, so it's doable in under a kitchen hood. It does smell like not like coffee beans. It smells more like, you know, the normal beans when we roast them, like cooking beans, like mung beans or something like that. And there you go. It's colored nicely, so that way I can get like somewhere in between medium, light to medium roast. Okay, so yeah, in total it takes about between 16 to 17 minutes. And this is how it looks, the roasted beans. And make sure you cover it properly, because as you can see, the shaft collector gets pretty full, and if you don't, then it's going to fly over everywhere. So at this point I got the second batch going, and I will take another angle soon to show you the green beans versus the roasted beans. And this is the angle which shows the green beans versus the roasted beans. Okay, so finally I put it in this bag, and this is just a normal coffee bag from my previous ones, and it has this one-way release valve. And it's like a medium roast. It's a light to medium roast. It's somewhere closer to medium, but you know what I'm saying. Like when I put it in medium and I hear the first crack and I stop it, and then usually they roast the bean pretty nice. Smells great. I have 15.58. Let me take another angle. So that's 15.58. Grinder and grinder. Let me get the water boiling as well. I'm going to use the Espresso, and that's going to take about a minute and a half. Yeah, so that's it. It's about 100 and about 200 rotations. So the water is about to boil. We just distribute the coffee. Let me tamp it, and I use 2 thumbs to tamp it, and the goal being to make it nice and flat, because sometimes it's at an angle, it's like an incline, so that's why I rotate it while I'm doing this 2-thumb tamp. Okay. Let me remove this so that's a little more realistic. And you have about 5 to 6 bars of pressure, and I'm going to use the markings. You can see the crema. That's the beauty of fresh roast. Okay, so I have 30 grams of espresso. Can be really hard to tell with the crema, right? Yeah, actually it's more like 28 grams of espresso, and look at the crema. And now I'm going to drain the remaining water. Now this is at 4 o'clock position, you gotta be careful. You can hear the whoosh sound as well. That's it. So lovely crema, lovely texture, and I got about 28 grams, which is close to espresso. Let's taste it. Cheers. Well extracted, balanced. I can taste there's the clarity, the brightness, and there's the chocolate flavor as well, and a little bit of nuttiness. Amazing, amazing extraction. This Nesco roaster is not really all that pricey. I got it for like 100 Canadian dollars from wayfair.ca, and it includes shipping, tax, everything. And like I said, about 115 grams of coffee beans, and it will take about anywhere between 14 to 16 minutes, and that's pretty much it. And it's really straightforward. I just put it on the medium setting, and then once I hear the first crack, actually it's not like a first crack, it's a whole bunch of beans which will start cracking. I just put on cool down mode, and that's pretty much it. So cool down will be like 2 or 3 minutes, and then I can do 3 batches at one time, and that gives me like 350 grams of coffee. Just nice to coast me through a week and a half, about 10 days, yeah. So yeah, I hope you're having fun. Cheers, bye.